Hi, welcome to the Akasha practice. My name is Kirsten, and I'll be guiding you through a 25 minutes Yin Yoga practice for letting go, for embracing stillness. Letting go, I want to really focus today onto our hips. The hips is a place where we store a lot of tension, stress, emotions, unresolved emotions, and I would like to dig into that today to come out still and fresh from this practice. So this is a practice in case you're dealing with sensitive knees that I totally recommend to have a bolster and to have two blocks. Otherwise, if you're happy and fine in your knees and feel happy in your body, no props are required. If any posture doesn't sit right in your body, it hurts, it creates short, sharp sensations, pain, burning. Don't do that, you're in the wrong place. So it is common to and normal and part of the practice to experience increased sensations, but they are of more broader kind of sensations. So please stay away from anything that produces pain. All right, so I'm very happy to journey into opening the hips, letting go, and come to stillness. So let's get ready. Come sitting on your yoga mat and a comfortable place that can be folded leg, crossed leg. This is a moment to arrive and to open our practice. So let's just close the eyes from where we feel comfortable and tune into the inner world. So you might want to start with just shifting your body, swaying your body gently from side to side or back and forth, perhaps even describing gentle circles. And come to a place of still in which you feel your shoulders are totally aligned on top of your hips, your spine is straight, and your head is in alignment with your spine. From here, gently tuck your chin in, reach the crown of your head towards the sky, and start focusing on your breath. Just observing your breath without changing your breath, without judging your breath. Just notice your breath, how it is right now. The breath is an amazing tool to help us let go. Each in-breath basically restores and brings a new, alive energy. Each exhale is a chance to let go. Shifting your attention into your heart center and specifically perceiving your breath in your heart center. If you feel to set an intention for this practice, if you feel there's something that you really want to let go of, leave behind, this is now a good moment to formulate that and to let the intention come to fruition through this practice. If it feels natural to you, bring your hands in front of your heart and take a moment to bow your head towards your heart. And from there, open your hands, release them back down to the mat, open your eyes, and we'll get ready for practice. We'll start off with square. Square is a practice to open and address the outer hips. So for square, I'd like to invite you to come with your shins in a position square, parallel to the front side of the yoga mat. So your knees are roughly above your feet. If that feels not good in your knees, then take your blocks and support your knees with your blocks. If you support them, this achy sensation will go away. From here, we start slowly folding forward. Here, it doesn't really matter which leg is in the front at first. Usually, we naturally come into a position where the open side is offering itself first, and that's good because that allows for room, then also for the more tight side of the body to open in the second round. So fold forward as much as it feels comfortable until you feel a sensation in the outer side of your hips. You can use here now your block if you feel that this is right to support yourself with your forearms. You could support your elbows on your block and your chin in your hands in case it's a bit rough on your neck. If both doesn't feel really necessary, just fold over and allow the whole body to come into a deep state of softness and relaxation. Don't push yourself to go as far as it is potentially possible for your body, but just stop where the body naturally stops and where you start feeling sensations in the outer hips. Yin Yoga works with time, so this time where the openness coming from, where the release is coming from, not from an initial depth of the posture. So we are here, first side of Saddha. We'll start with deeply relaxing the body. For yin, it is absolutely necessary in order to work on this deep release, on this fascia release, to be completely relaxed in a muscular structure. So let go, starting with tensions in your face. Allow your eyes to close, your forehead to be soft. Check in with your jaw. This is an area where many of us are clenching, so release that, let go of tension. Allow your neck to soften, your shoulders to soften, your arms to soften, your belly, your hips to receive that stretch, soft and open. If you feel that your muscles around the hips are rather tightening up in this posture, it shows that you're too deep. Just release a little and come to a point where there's sensation that you can receive with an open, relaxed muscular structure in the hip area. We start by utilizing our breath to settle into stillness. As you inhale, send your breath into your abdomen, let your belly swell. And as you exhale, let it soften. Abdominal breath is the most grounding breath possible. Very useful in quieting the mind and really arriving in the present moment. You might feel that over the term of holding the posture naturally you deepen more, the body gives in or opens up. That's great, just follow along and find a new stage of depth. If that doesn't offer itself, just stay where you are. 3 more breaths in square on the first side. After your third exhale, start engaging your hands and really slowly walk your spine back to upright and come sitting in neutral. After each stretch in Yin Yoga, we just want to sit for a moment in stillness so that the body can integrate the stretch. So we are just here to be present with the body and to feel. We get ready for the second side. So now change the position of your feet, of your leg. So the leg that was more towards the pelvis will be now the one that's closer to the outer edge of the yoga mat. And again, roughly your shins are square. That means roughly parallel towards the front side of the mat. Check in with your knees. If you feel now that actually there's a painful sensation in the knees, use your block, support yourself to rest and support your knees. So the feet are roughly under the knees. And we start again, folding forward. So in this forward folding in Yin practice, the spine is meant to round. So here's no need to effortfully keeping the spine long and straight. Actually, it's part that the spine rounds. This posture actually does not only work on opening the outer hip, but it also works on actually stretching the spine and all the muscles, ligaments, tendons, fascia of the backside of the body. So find that sweet spot where the body naturally stops, and where do you feel some sensations in the outer hips. Now more on the other side. And stop here. If you feel that your body closes, shuts, holds against that stretch, then you're too deep. Just come out a little bit more and find your comfortable spot there. You can play with your block to rest your forearms, to rest your elbows, to support your chin in case you feel strain in the neck, or to just naturally surrender your body towards the floor, your arms, your forearms, or your chest, your forehead. Whatever reaches, touches, connects is great. Once more, deep relaxation of the body. Deep relaxation of the muscular structure combined with a still holding over time is where this opening of a very profound and deep level of the body can take place. This is where fascia can start unstucking. This is where joints start opening up more. This is where greater mobility comes from. And this is where emotional release can take place by opening those tight, held, clenched areas. Draw again your breath into your abdomen. Inhale, let your belly bulge out, swell. And as you exhale, let it relax. Feel how each breath grounds you more into your body, into this moment, into stillness. Again, the body might open up to more depth or not. If it is offered, follow along and deepen. If it isn't, just stay where you are with your breath, deeply connected with your body. We stay here for 3 more breaths. And after your 3rd breath, start engaging your hands and arms and really slowly walk your spine back to upright. Release your legs. Just stretch them out in front of you. Support yourself on your hands just behind your hips. And let the stretch be integrated, welcoming the release, connecting to stillness. The next posture works into the front side of the hips, hip flexors and psoas. And for that, I'd like to invite you to work with block and bolster. We will work with saddle. Saddle is a very powerful posture to work exactly into opening the front side of the hips. So we start by sitting on the block and from there reclining back over the bolster. The arms can be next to the body, the arms can be overhead. So that's the posture. In case you don't feel much sensation when practicing with your bolster and your block, you can also sit in between your heels and recline onto the yoga mat directly. Let's get ready. I would really recommend to work with your bolster and your block, and only if you feel it's not enough sensation to come onto the floor. So you're sitting on your block, you have your bolster right behind your block. And here we start by just feeling how the thighs are starting to open, the quads, and start walking your hands back up along the bolster, dropping onto your elbows. Keep it there just for a moment and see if your knees are fine with the position. Perhaps you bring your your knees a little in or out, your knees a little bit in or out, and from there recline over your bolster. If you feel there's too much pressure in your lower back, you can lift off your buttocks and curl your pubic bone in towards the navel to lengthen the lower back here gently. Find a position for your arms. That might be arms overhead or arms resting next to the body. So settle into your saddle, arriving in the stillness of the posture. Again, a deep relaxation of the facial expression. Checking in with the forehead and the jaw. Deeply relaxing the neck, the chest, the belly, the groins, the buttocks, the thighs, the feet. And let this stretch of the front side of the hip really soak in deeply into the tissues of the body. If you don't feel so much stretch in the front side of the body, then just come off your bolster, come off your block, sit right in between your heels and recline in the same way as we previously did on the floor. This might be a posture that could be challenging. If you feel that there's too much sensation in your knees, actually, that means that the posture doesn't really work for your body this moment, and I'd recommend to reduce the posture by coming back, resting on your elbows, or resting with your extended arms. So that's a posture that's not meant for the knees. It's a posture that's meant for the hip flexors and the psoas and the quads. Tuning into your breath, inhaling, feeling how the space from an expanding abdomen extends right into the hip flexors. And as you exhale, feel this gentle sense of release. So use your breath to work deeper into the opening of the hip flexors. So each inhale, feel that subtle stretch, feel that subtle opening in your hip flexors, in your groin, in your quads. With each exhale, tune into this sense of release, of letting go. You stay for 3 more breaths in Theta. After your third breath, draw your arms alongside your body in case you interlace your arms overhead and push into your elbows. Come back up onto your elbows. Take a breath here, and from there, come back onto your arms. If the knees require, straighten out your legs right in front of you. And just stay here for a moment to let this stretch, the release, really be deeply soaked into the body's tissues, into the cells of your being. If you feel that give a bit of sensation on your knees, you can activate your quads and let go, or you can even circle your knees with your hands. Our next posture is for the inner hips. So for that, we will come into reclined bound angel. If you struggle with your knees, that they have too much sensation, you might want to use here your blocks. So what you're gonna do is lie back flat on your belly with your feet in butterfly shape. And in case your knees do not like too much of this opening and react with pain sensations, bring your blocks right underneath your knees. So let's get into reclined bound angel. Recline on your backside. Bring your feet together into butterfly legs. Soles of the feet are touching and the knees splay out to the sides. See what's a comfortable distance for you with your feet and pelvis. Your feet might be a little closer in or further away. See what is right to bring sensation into the inner hips. That means you want to feel that in the inner top of your thighs. Find a position that's right for your arms. You might want to catch hold of your elbows, opposite elbows overhead. Reach the arms out sideways, or have your arms alongside the body. Check in with your knees. If there's sensation in your knees, it's not a knee opener, then use your blocks. And here we go, tapping back into a complete relaxation of the body. The face is relaxed. Neck, chest, shoulders, letting them fully melt into the ground. Arms are soft. Belly is relaxed. The legs are deeply relaxed. Tuning back into your breath. If you feel you need more grounding, breathe into your abdomen. If you feel you need more support of getting to the posture, opening the body, letting go, you can breathe into your hips. Each in-breath brings light and space. Each out-breath supports release. letting go, plunging into stillness. Last 3 breaths. Draw your arms close in towards your body. Bring your hands to the outer thighs and help to guide your knees back to center. Lengthen both of your legs and rest back into Shavasana, final relaxation pose. Tuning into this gentle echo of the pose, of the practice in your hips, a sense of openness, freedom. Deep rest of the body, deep rest of the whole being. Stillness. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you on the mat soon again. Take this Shavasana as long as it feels right to you. Namaste.